Number 3, The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. Next up is a Legend of Zelda game that I hadn't played because I thought I needed to have friends to complete it. But with this one, they changed that and I could finally complete this one by myself. I'm a huge Zelda fan, so it wasn't surprising that I enjoyed this one as well. But I did find a few things about this one that I didn't really like, such as every level being its own thing, meaning that all the heart pieces we collect, all the rubies we collect, and items that we pick up, they just all disappear once we beat the final boss of that area and move to the next level. There's just something about this mechanic that just doesn't sit right with me. It feels so foreign in a Zelda game. Zelda games always feel like this massive adventure and everything we do feels important to the overall story, but for this game, it feels like we're playing a bunch of small individual adventures. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it just doesn't feel like a Zelda game. I don't know if that makes sense to everyone else, but that's just how I feel about it. With all that being said, this is a solid experience. I love the way the game looks, and the puzzles are fun and creative. I think this would either be extremely stressful or fun if I was playing it co-op, but in my opinion, I think most Zelda games during this era didn't miss, so I highly recommend this one. Number 2, Chibi Robo. I don't even know where to start with this one, but I can only describe this game as weird and unique. We play as a little robot that has battery life, so we need to make stops at outlets and recharge ourselves throughout the day. It reminds me of Pikmin in a weird way because we only have so much time each day to complete the tasks that we're working on. The idea is to solve the mystery of the robot in the basement and heal the wounds of a broken family. A family that consists of a grown man that is bad with keeping a job and having money, a grown woman that just wants some romance from her husband, and their daughter that thinks she's a frog. That's right, she thinks she's a frog. We can meet a bunch of other household items that talk and have their own missions, and they're all done really well. The game is simple on the surface, but there is so much charm to all the characters in the game. Some of the larger characters even get character progression as you play through it. These are the weird games that no one takes chances on in the modern times, besides like indie titles, so playing something like this was super refreshing. I feel like if this game released now, it would do really well with the modern audience. This game still looks really good too, and besides some of the animations, I think it aged super well. My only complaint about this game would be that sometimes I would just get lost when trying to find an item or knowing what I should just do next. So I found myself cleaning up to build my relationships with the humans in this game until I figured out what I was supposed to do.